Testing, testing, testing. Hi there guys, my name is Rohan Beve, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to survive a heat wave. In today's video we are going to be talking about how do we survive a heat wave. So let's say one day, maybe sometime during the morning or like afternoon, okay? You're just walking out doing something, okay? And then all of a sudden it feels like the air itself is burning and your skin in just a few seconds immediately becomes hot, okay? And you start to feel sluggish and it's harder to breathe and you immediately start sweating. Well, those are signs that it could be you went outside during a heat wave. And a heat wave is basically just a prolonged period of time where the sun or just the environment itself gets hotter than usual, okay? But why is it dangerous to us? You see, it's because on how it deals with our temperature. You see, as us mammals, we have our own temperature, okay? And we have an average temperature of 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 Fahrenheit, okay? Now, the thing is, let's say when the surrounding environment's temperature increases, we start sweating, okay? And when we start sweating, the reason why we sweat is because when it evaporates, the sweat evaporates, it takes away heat, okay? Cooling our body down. But during a heat wave, due to the more heat that it is, sweat cannot exactly evaporate that much, okay? It can't evaporate properly, and due to that, our body stores more heat than usual. This can cause heat exhaustion, and in very rare cases, it can cause a deadly heat stroke, okay? So what should you do to survive a heat wave, okay? Well, the first thing that we should do is obviously drink water and always stay hydrated, as when we drink water, we refill all our fluids, okay, our sweat and other stuff, etc., okay? And a thing we should not do is drink sodas or coffee during this time because they can actually increase dehydration, okay? So we should keep ourselves hydrated and drink lots of water. 2, keeping our body cool, okay? So basically, we have to keep our body at a low temperature due to the increasing heat, right? So take cold showers and do stuff that would keep your body temperature cooler, okay, and etc. And the third thing you should do is wear light colored t-shirts and loose clothing, okay? Light color clothing, so as they can absorb most of the sunlight and most of the heat, and keep it loose. And the loose clothing is so that way air can flow through our body, okay? And another thing we should do is we should not work during the day, as in doing activities like running and stuff like that, okay? Working out at gym during heat strokes, not heat strokes, but heat waves, just because of the fact that when we do this, it increases our body temperature, which is already worse enough during a heat wave, okay? And another thing we should do is that a good routine you can do is that whenever it's like sunny, right? Close the curtains so that way your house doesn't get fully hot, and during like the night, okay, open them up so you can let fresh air in. And if your house gets, say, too hot, go to places where there's air conditioning, or just keep your house air conditioned. And another, but one of the most important things ever, is to help others during this time. Because you see, children, animals, and elderly people can be more affected during heat waves. So always help others during this time. And that's basically how to survive a heat wave, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!